Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour.
We're back again, folks, and we've got a great episode for you this week. We're going to be starting off with a matchup from the UAW Soberfest. This was an outdoor show with great attendance, lots of kids, lots of excitement in the air, and why wouldn't they be? This first matchup is featuring a former champion here in Pure Pro Wrestling, the master of the bear hug, Grizzly House Jones.
There you see him. The man was franchise champion for over a year. Lost the belt at Retro Slam 4 in a fatal four-way match. Lost it to the champ, now Sebastian Rose, as he unified the PPW Franchise and Television Championships into the Michigan State Heavyweight Championship.
Hands down, Grizzly House Jones is one of the top competitors here in Pure Pro Wrestling. This guy is super strong. So strong that he is a undefeated, retired professional bear wrestler. This guy is no joke. His bear hug will literally squeeze the life out of you. And I gotta say, he has been on a roll lately. In fact, he's been recognized over his last few victories. He won a big one at that Battle Royal at the past couple episodes here, and now he's going to be going after the Michigan State Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that's right. I believe it's Centerline, October 18th in Centerline, Michigan. Grizzly House Jones is going to be facing off not only against the Michigan State Heavyweight Champion Sebastian Rose, but a triple threat match with the mysterious Movado in there as well.
And I'm excited about that. October 18th, Centerline Slams 2 in Centerline, Michigan, right there at the high school. This is going to be a big one. Grizzly House Jones and the mysterious Movado have been at each other's throats for the past couple months. They've had some big wars. You're going to see one later on in the Power Half Hour in our later on in our season, where they have a huge match at Retro Slam 5. But folks, it's going to be interesting to see these two locking horns again. But of course, Sebastian Rose throwing in the mix, a triple threat for the Michigan State Heavyweight title October 18th. That one's just going to be huge.
Yeah, that's right. Here we see Kaleb Crosby coming back here to Pure Pro Wrestling. One of our stalwarts from many years ago. He's come back to Pure Pro Wrestling. He's got a new fire. He's got something underneath him. You know, I think he thinks he can beat the big man.
Well, Kaleb Crosby has got a lot to prove right now to himself and to the fans. You know, Crosby is a former Pure Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion, and that's why he's choosing the biggest dog in the yard, so to speak, the biggest bear in the woods. He's going after Grizzly House Jones, and I don't know if that's smart.
Never a smart move to try to front up on the big man. Oh, ducks the back elbow.
Oh my! He just broke that man in half. That's got to be it. It's over.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I think our referee was a little slow to count. I think that match would have been over, and it probably could have spared poor Crosby here. God, again, he's serial crushing this man.
And look at that.
And a little taint moisture to boot. Unbelievable.
What a cover from the big man.
Wait, Crosby's fighting back. And there's some of that fire, you know, you were talking about earlier, but it's just not enough. You know, Grizzly House Jones, he's 6'4", almost 6'5". You know, he's just under that 300-pound mark. This guy is pure strength, and he gets that bear hug on you. It's going to be over.
It's going to be very much over as the big man drops the elbow. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to take our first commercial break. Stay tuned.
D&R Market, serving the community for over 30 years. The cleanest store in Flint offers a full line of grocery, beer, wine, liquor, and assorted lotto. D&R's Payment Center offers a bill pay for almost any type of bill without the inconvenience of long lines. D&R Market is located on the corner of Mackin and Chevrolet. Bridge and Wick accepted, the lowest liquor prices in town.
Head Drop Productions is the premier video production company in the Midwest. HDP can help capture any event from sporting events, weddings, commercials, and much, much more. Visit headdropproductions.com for a complete catalog of past wrestling events. DVDs are only $15 shipped anywhere in the continental United States. If you can't make it live, take it home with Head Drop Productions.
Hey wrestling fans, you like what you see every week on the Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour? Well, that's great, but nothing compares to Pure Pro Wrestling Live. Get your tickets now online at ProWrestlingAtItsFinest.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break, and Grizzly House Jones is on top of Kaleb Crosby.
Crosby's not done yet, though. He's fighting back. And if you want to get more information on young Kaleb Crosby and Grizzly House Jones, you can go to ProWrestlingAtItsFinest.com. We also have a free iApp on Google Play. Hit search Pure Pro Wrestling. Download that now, right now, absolutely free, courtesy of String Theory Software, Inc.
Look at that stalling suplex from the big man.
Unbelievable strength. He at least had him in the air for maybe 20, 30 seconds. That was just an incredible feat of strength.
And look at that press. A lackadaisical cover by the big man. Not enough to put the little guy away.
I wonder if Crosby should just stay down. I mean, honestly, when you're facing a guy this big, this bad, so when it hits this hard, you got to think about the rest of your career. He's trying to get back on track here in PPW, and challenging Grizzly, I don't think is the right way to go.
Well, but Crosby moved out of the way, and he's fighting back again.
Oh, that was smart. That was smart. I mean, he's no stranger to the big match.
Oh, that's it, folks.
That's got to be it. There's that bear hug we were talking about. This move's never been broken in Pure Pro Wrestling. Everybody that's ever been in this just about has tapped out. Unreal.
Look at that. Oh, just putting the pressure onto the small of the back, into the ribs of Kaleb Crosby. Grizzly House Jones has the man dead to rights right now.
Folks, this is a move that Grizzly's actually used on real live bears. So you can only imagine how much it hurts right here. And Crosby is just tapped out. But wait, Grizzly's not letting go.
No, he's not.
The ref's very timid right now, and for a reason. She's scared. She's scared of Grizzly right here. She's telling him to break. The match is over, but Grizzly's not. He's intimidating. He doesn't have a lot of respect for women, from what I hear.
Fairly misogynistic, absolutely. But look at the big man.
Oh, Crosby just he's look at him. He's squeezing the life out of poor Crosby. He's got to let go. Crosby's going to get hurt. There's only so much the ribs can take. Who knows? He could be fractured. He could be internal injuries here.
We need some help out
here. We do.
We
need to get some. Here come Father Time and Xavier Justice.
There you go. These two are going to be able to.
Let's see if they can get Grizzly to break this bear hug. I don't know what's gotten into Grizzly. Of course, he's always ignoring the rules. I think right now he's just trying to show off. And right now, two of the strongest guys in Pure Pro Wrestling can't even pry this bear hug open.
Oh, look at that. Both Time and Justice now just trying to get that.
Grizzly snapped. Grizzly is absolutely snapped.
He's gone. He's out of here. Grizzly, he's had problems with both Father Time and Xavier Justice in the past. In fact, we're going to see in the upcoming weeks here, the Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour, Grizzly House Jones is going to have some matches with Father Time and Xavier Justice.
I'll tell you right now, I think Grizzly House Jones is sending a message to both Grizzly, Xavier, and of course to the Michigan State champion, Sebastian Rose. And folks, this is a serious situation. The ambulance is pulled up. Young Kaleb Crosby trying to make his return here to Pure Pro Wrestling. The first time he's been featured in the Power Half Hour. And folks, this is not good when you see a guy this good. And kids, this is why you don't want to try this at home. This is a big risk these guys taking here in the squared circle. You can see the EMTs, are getting the stretcher out. And this is a bad situation.
Do not try this at home unless you have the proper wrestling training, like you get at the Justice League School of Professional Wrestling.
You're right, Xavier Justice in the ring right now, showing compassion and concern for his student, Kaleb Crosby, somebody that graduated from the Justice League. So actually, it's got a lot of love for young Crosby, even though Crosby's, had his wars with XJ in the past, but no one wants to see somebody get hurt, especially trying to make their comeback here for Pro Wrestling. It's just a bad situation. You can see the kids, the fans here at the UAW Festival, they're concerned. This is a bad situation.
The speed of recovery Crosby, you have no idea what the problem is.
Obviously, it's something that it could be, internal injuries. I mean, Crosby's obviously in a lot of pain. EMT's getting him on that stretcher, getting strapped in, and hopefully we can get him to a hospital quick here to find out the prognosis. Once again, this is not good. It's a shame to see a young star go down like this. A lot of people, that are big wrestling fans try to make light of what we do, but you can see the kind of risk that we take right there. I mean, those are real EMTs, that's a real ambulance. If Joe Crosby's getting fired off, he's going to the hospital.
Yeah, but it might be some time before we see Kaleb Crosby and Pure Pro Wrestling ring again, thanks to Grizzly House Jones. But I know the kid's a fighter. He's going to be back as soon as he possibly can. So keep your eyes open for Kaleb.
Definitely. And you know, you go to our website, prowrestlingatatsfinest.com. You can get some updates about Crosby there. We're just gonna, say a few prayers, cross our fingers here, and hope that Crosby's okay.
So we're gonna take our next commercial break. We're gonna come back to some more professional wrestling action right after this.
Each year, Pure Pro Wrestling stars volunteer hundreds of hours to communities all throughout the state of Michigan. PPW's mentoring programs focus on bully prevention and health and nutrition awareness. PPW has also raised thousands of dollars for several schools and nonprofit agencies all throughout the state. For more information on fundraising and PPW's free youth programs, visit us on the World Wide Web at www.prowrestlingatatsfinest.com.
PPW mobile app provided by String Theory Software Inc. Custom mobile application solutions, easy-to-use software lets you reach your customers anywhere. Your business, your customers, your hands. Support Michigan business with Michigan-owned String Theory Software Inc. Come check us out at stringtheorysoftwareinc.com.
DNR Market, serving the community for over 30 years. The cleanest store in Flint offers a full line of grocery, beer, wine, liquor, and assorted lotto. DNR's Payment Center offers a bill pay for almost any type of bill without the inconvenience of long lines. DNR Market is located on the corner of Mackin and Chevrolet. Bridge and Wick accepted, the lowest liquor prices in town.
Head Drop Productions is the premier video production company in the Midwest. HDP can help capture any event from sporting events, weddings, commercials, and much, much more. Visit headdropproductions.com for a complete catalog of past wrestling events. DVDs are only $15 shipped anywhere in the continental United States. If you can't make it live, take it home with Head Drop Productions.
You're watching Pure Pro Wrestling.
Pro wrestling at its finest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour, and we have quite a match for you coming up here. We're going to see the big deal Cody Manning against Pure Pro Wrestling longtime fan favorite Xavier Justice.
This is going to be an excellent matchup. Anytime these two guys get into the ring together, it's just a great match. Xavier's won some, the Big Deal's won some, so these guys are longtime rivals, and it's going to be interesting to see how the young Cody Manning attacks Xavier Justice today. What's that strategy going to be?
That's a great question. In order to take down Justice, you have to find something to attack and just go for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Big Deal, he's going to be appearing at some of our upcoming events. He's going to be at Centerline High School on October 18th for that huge Centerline Slams 2 event. Unfortunately, he's not scheduled for Supercard Saturday, which is happening on September 21st in Davison, but he will be returning after that modeling shoot on October 18th. And right now, the rumor has it, he's got his eyes set on Kitty Williams.
Xavier Justice, tonight you are blinded by the bright light that is the Big Deal Cody Manning. You find out it doesn't get any bigger than the Big Deal.
Well, strong words from the Big Deal Cody Manning. Cody Manning's kind of a show-off. He's arrogant, he's brash, but he's got reason to be. He's a very well-rounded wrestler, despite his smaller stature compared to some of the other roster members. This guy's a former champion.
Small stature? I don't know if you're looking at the same Big Deal I am.
They don't call him the Big Deal for no reason, I'll tell you, but this guy's tough. Don't let his size fool you. Again, his upper half anyway, but this guy can bring it in the ring. He's got a hell of a drop kick. He can really take you down in many different ways.
And he's got a hell of a test in front of him tonight as he takes on Xavier Justice. Again, Xavier Justice has been around in Pure Pro Wrestling since day one. This man has been around the block and back and around the block and back again. He's wrestled some of the biggest and the best stars that have ever come out of Michigan, that have been in the Midwest, that have been across the country. You know, I've seen Xavier Justice wrestle some very big names in his day, and we're going to hear some words from Xavier Justice right now.
Pure Pro Wrestling fans, pay close attention. Tonight, I step into the ring with the big deal, Cody Manning. Justice will be mine.
And again, you get some strong words there from Xavier Justice. He's saying that he is going to take the big deal down, and he's going to do so the very best he can.
Well, that's what I like about Xavier Justice. He's always intense. He's got a tremendous amount of passion for what he does, and that really exudes in the ring. Of course, he's the head trainer here at Pure Pro Wrestling. He's responsible for training a number of top stars that's here in Pure Pro Wrestling, and actually went on to other companies. And some have even gotten trials for some of the big national companies. So this guy, is a top-notch professional wrestler, and you're going to see an excellent wrestling match coming up here on the Power Half Hour.
That's right. In fact, every week in and week out, I guarantee you are going to see some excellent professional wrestling action week in and week out here on the Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour. You don't want to miss it, folks. Remember, if you don't catch it at 12:30 on Sunday afternoon, you can catch it 1 a.m. Sunday morning. Make sure you got those 2 times.
Yeah, if you're a night owl, we got you covered. If you're up at Adam early in the day, we got you covered. So make sure you check us out every week. And Head Drop Productions is the one bringing you this each and every week. These guys do excellent work. Make sure you go to their website, headdropproductions.com. You can see an extensive catalog of not only Pure Pro Wrestling, but there's several other companies that that they produce DVDs for. So you can see some wrestling that you otherwise wouldn't see. If you're a huge fan of wrestling, that's definitely a website you want to check out. Also, you can find Pure Pro Wrestling on Facebook. You can find Head Drop Productions on Facebook. You can even find String Theory Software Inc., our official iApp creator, on Facebook. And you can get that iApp right now. Get all your information about the big deal at Google Play. Hit search, type in Pure Pro Wrestling. Download it for free, and guess what? You get up-to-date information about PPW, direct link to our website. And hey, you never know, Grizzly House Jones could even be on there.
That's right. You have to remember to yourself, you can catch Pure Pro Wrestling each and every week, and it won't even interfere with your football watching. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know you love that football, and it's coming back to you, but you can watch Pure Pro Wrestling and then catch your favorite football team.
Sundays is just a perfect time slot. Sundays is a wonderful time slot for Pure Pro Wrestling. Wrestling fans are able to check it out, so make sure you tune in each week. Now we're going to commercial.
Each year, Pure Pro Wrestling stars volunteer hundreds of hours to communities all throughout the state of Michigan. PPW's mentoring programs focus on bully prevention and health and nutrition awareness. PPW has also raised thousands of dollars for several schools and nonprofit agencies all throughout the state. For more information on fundraising and PPW's free youth programs, visit us on the World Wide Web at www.prowrestlingatitsfinest.com.
PPW mobile app provided by String Theory Software Inc. Custom mobile application solutions, easy-to-use software lets you reach your customers anywhere. Your business, your customers, your hands. Support Michigan business with Michigan-owned String Theory Software Inc. Come check us out at stringtheorysoftwareinc.com.
Next week, Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour, Xavier Justice, you're mine.
Next week on the Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour, Xavier Justice finally gets his hands on Avery Marshall.
This is Sebastian Rose, and you're watching Pure Pro Wrestling. Pro Wrestling at its finest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some Pure Pro Wrestling action. Our main event for the week, we've got the big deal Cody Manning versus explicit Xavier Justice, the Kimono Dragon, if you will.
I'll tell you what, the Big Deal has been strutting his stuff on runways all across the world, and he's also been taking it to competitors in a squared circle. Will he have enough to take down the head trainer of Pure Pro Wrestling? Well, folks, we're about to find out.
You know, and talking about the Big Deal Cody Manning, that brings up to me his longtime partnership with Dazzling Dominic Marzipota. And you know what? Coming up in the future here in Pure Pro Wrestling, we are going to have a tag team tournament to crown the first ever Michigan State Tag Team Champions. And I can only assume that Blue Steel is going to be entered into that tournament.
You're absolutely right. That man right there, the Big Deal Cody Manning, and his tag team partner, Dazzling Dominic, who's currently recovering from a modeling injury that he supposedly sustained on the runways. I don't know about that one.
What, did he fall down or something?
Who knows? Anything can happen on the runway. We all know that. Sure. But Dazzling Dominic and the Big Deal, Blue Steel, our most decorated tag team here in Pure Pro Wrestling, and they've been eyeing the Michigan State Tag Team Championships ever since that huge tag team tournament's been announced, and that's going to start here this fall.
That's right. You know, I'm just thinking about it, and the number of tag teams that we could see showing up here in Pure Pro Wrestling really has me excited. You know, tag team wrestling is really a niche art form, as it were.
It is. In many respects, it's a lost art, and that's why here in Pure Pro Wrestling, we're really making effort to push our tag team wrestling. And you're going to see guys like the Big Deal in there and Xavier Justice. And it's interesting to find out what kind of alliances are going to be made in the next few weeks here leading into this tag team tournament. You know, is Xavier going to team with maybe Hades again? Could he possibly team with Father Time? You know, we've seen these combinations in the past, so you don't really know who Xavier's going to team with. But we do know the Big Deal is definitely going to be with his partner, Dazzling Dominic, who is returning, mind you, October 18th in Saginaw.
You know, I've heard some other big names showing up at some of our upcoming shows as well. I've heard Petey Williams is returning to Pure Pro Wrestling, former Pure Pro Wrestling franchise champion Petey Williams.
I mean, this guy was an X Division champion as well.
That's right. I've heard Zach Gowen is coming back to Pure Pro Wrestling. I have heard perhaps some scuttlebutt that we could see some more hardcore contenders coming in as well. I don't want to name any names until
we don't want to give away too much. And we can confirm this. If you're a fan of TNA, you've been watching it for a long time, you're going to know this name, Shark Boy.
Yeah.
Shark Boy is going to be making his debut in Pure Pro Wrestling sometime this fall, along with Petey Williams' return. I mean, you know, TNA seems to be invading PPW. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, how it all shakes down and where it goes with that Michigan State Heavyweight Championship in the balance.
Big time back body drop there in the ring as well. Remember, folks, we've got a lot of stuff coming up, but we've got some great action in the ring as well. Xavier Justice and the Big Deal Cody Manning. These are two guys that I expect to see in this tag team tournament upcoming. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, and Xavier right now is just taking it to the Big Deal. You know, there's not a lot of finesse about this. It's smash and mouth offense. He throwing strikes, bashing his face to the turnbuckle. Oh, and that left hand right to the midsection of the Big Deal.
Yeah,
six-pack not feeling good after that.
Yeah, a referee really needs to...
Oh, what a reversal. Runs his face right to the buckle.
Look at that. The Big Deal finding a way to take it to Xavier Justice himself. That's exactly what he needs to do. And look at this.
We've seen this a lot. I don't know what he's calling this, but this is a nice move, showing off the strength.
Look at those abdominals.
Unbelievable. Oh, it drops the knee and Xavier's back. That can't feel good. I mean, when you get rattled in the spine like that, it jolts your whole body.
That's right. You know, the Big Deal really got some offense.
Following up with a back suplex like that. I mean, you know, and Xavier's got a documented history with neck injuries, so he's obviously going after. Oh, wait a minute. Might have paid for it. Oh, kick out after two. That was a big one.
You really have to be careful with lackadaisical covers like that. I mean, the Big Deal's just opening himself up to an upset victory. You know, after hitting a maneuver like that, I would think Xavier Justice being able to pull over a Mahi Star Cradle, that is an upset victory in my book.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was a big maneuver, and now the Big Deal electing to use an old-fashioned chin lock to try to wear down Xavier Justice as this match rages on.
That's right, folks. The Big Deal, he's got a lot going for him. So does Justice. These two are both looking for a victory here to try to catapult themselves up in the rankings. They both want a shot at the Michigan State Heavyweight Champion Sebastian Rose. Everyone in Pure Pro Wrestling wants a shot.
Everybody's gunning for the champ. Sebastian Rose has been on a one-year title run. He's laid waste to several stars a year in Pure Pro Wrestling, and he's got a big one on his hands here on the 18th of October at Center Line. It's going to be the triple threat matchup. Grizzly House Jones, we just saw earlier, who put Kaleb Crosby in the hospital. He's going to be in it. The mysterious Movado is going to be in it, who went to the finals of the Elite Eight. And, of course, Sebastian Rose. That's going to be one heck of a triple threat match, and that's just a small part of a much larger card you're going to see at that huge show on October 18th. And you can get information about that at ProWrestlingAtItsFinest.com. Heck, you can order your tickets right now.
That's right, folks. You need to get to the website right now, ProWrestlingAtItsFinest.com.
Xavier's fighting back.
Learn about every upcoming event that's coming. Learn about the wrestlers. Learn about what's been going on. You can order DVDs produced by good old friends at Head Drop Productions, and you can get all the information you need.
Xavier mounting a comeback here, little by little, one strike at a time. He's coming back on the big deal. He ducks that clothesline. Huge chop.
Big time backhand.
Oh, what a left hand.
And look at that, Xavier Justice.
Got him up in the air, got him up in the air. Oh, drops him right on his head. How's that for Head Drop Productions?
Yeah, look at that, Justice.
Oh, a near fall there. Justice thought he had him. I don't know where he's got it from. He's taking a barrage of attacks from the big deal Cody Manning. He's back into it now. One can only suspect that his fans out there are part of the reason he's back on top.
He wants that power bomb, folks. Here it is. Justice picking the big deal.
There's Grizzly, and it looks like, is that Grizzly in the beefcake?
Yeah. But I don't know what they're doing in here. I don't know what they're doing attacking Xavier Justice, but this match is over. There's absolutely no way that this is continuing. The referee has called for a stop. That's going to be Xavier Justice winning by disqualification. Here comes Avery Marshall. Hades trying to clear house.
All heck is broken loose. Hades standing up for his friend Avery Marshall, and Hades both in the ring. Marshall putting the boots. And he just got caught with a right hook.
Yeah, you got to be careful in there when you're in there with Hades.
Well, it's pandemonium, and that's going to be the end of our Power Half Hour.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us once again. Remember, each and every week, Sundays, 1 a.m., 12:30 p.m., Pure Pro Wrestling Power Half Hour is here for